guys, it's Catherine and you're watching CUKpop Today, and today, couple things before we get into this. So, yes, I am back home. It is winter break and that is where we are. And before I go through this list, I just want to preface this by saying 2018 I was very absent, not just from like this channel but from K-pop in general. I kept up with kind of the major comebacks and the big solo artists and groups and everybody, but for the most part, like, I was not on top of my game in terms of getting all the rappers and the indie artists and, you know, everybody in between. So this list to you, for if you've been keeping up with 2018 music, might be a little elementary and a little juvenile, but these are the songs that continuously throughout the year I kept listening to, and they are songs. Normally I've done like my favorite music videos, my favorite albums, but the 2018 was a year of singles for me. I didn't really have a lot of time to get into full albums a lot of the time, so let's get into this. This was so difficult for me because normally when I do listen to a song, I do listen to the whole album because I want to hear how it fits into the album and what the artist wanted the song, you know, to sound like and mean and everything. So a lot of these songs, even though I just said I didn't listen to albums, a lot of these songs I have listened to the album, and so you don't know how hard it was for me to just pick one song from the album or one song from this artist, especially if the artist came out with tons of music in 2018. But I did it and I got it down to 20. It sounds like a lot, like it should be like top 10, top 5, I don't know, but I got it down to 20, okay? So 10 for the beginning of the year, 10 for the end of the year. So my first song, and these are in no particular order, I could not even begin to do that. My first song is B2B's Only One For Me. I did a reaction to this song and I loved it. From minute one, I couldn't get enough of it. I kept listening to it over and over and over again. And then last December, I found it again. I'd kind of, you know, tucked it away and I hadn't let it shuffle through my playlist, but I found it again and I fell in love all over again. And I was like, yes, this is such a great song. B2B really worked in 2018. The next one is BTS's Magic Shot. This was a little harder coming from BTS because they came out with so much music in 2018. They were, I mean, working their butts off, and I loved almost every single song that they came out with. So this was a really difficult one for me, but Magic Shot, the lyrics are kind of what get to me, and I feel like it's something you can get emotion just from sound. You can get a lot of emotion, but at a certain point you do need to read translations of the lyrics because, man, like, it won't disappoint you. Magic Shot's lyrics are so warming and like real and just kind of touch your soul if you've been through some things. So I had to put that one on my list. And Yoongi's part, okay, we all know the part I'm talking about where he raps and he's just talking like one-on-one with you about his life and his thoughts and feelings, and it's just, whew, it's real, guys, it's real. My next song is Red Velvet's Bad Boy. Pretty sure this song made it on everyone's list because it was just incredible. Like, there's really nothing left to be said about Bad Boy. Like, it's that song and will forever be that song. Like, a girl group is gonna be pressed to come up with a song that's better than that. And not only that, but Red Velvet came out with another mini album for the summer, which was really fun, and they were really doing some good things this year, but like couldn't get Bad Boy out of my head. If you've been following this channel, then you will know that this is a very obvious song, but TVXQ's Love Line. Reaction to this song as well, and I loved it, and I've actually listened to this whole album as well as the album they released in December, at the very end of December, and wow, what an album. If you haven't listened to it, it's, oh my gosh, it's called New Chapter, and at the time I didn't know that it was going to be a part, but it's basically New Chapter Part 1, and then they came out with Part 2 just a couple weeks ago, and the songs on Part 1 are just blow me away, but Love Line just kind of gets into my body and makes me feel so good, and the video is really cute, so I fell in love with it immediately. The next song is Shinhwa's Kiss Me Like That.
Yeah. When you touch me like that, touch you right back. All up in your body, I'ma kiss you like that. 입술 with the milk, got your whips and cream. 너가 내리는 vanilla ice cream. Girl, what you wanna do? 그냥 말해줘.
Yes, we're just going through the list of all the old ones. Shinhwa, wow. Like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't care what anyone says about Shinhwa, like, they are so damn good, and they're still cranking out hits after all this time. Like, no one will ever convince me that, like, oh, Shinhwa has been, Shinhwa washed out, Shinhwa whatever. Like, Shinhwa are so great. And Kiss Me Like That, whoo! If you watch the video, woo! Like, grown-ass men doing the damn thing. I love it so much. My next song is Zion T's Sleep Talk. This is off of his ZZZ album, which I could have put that whole album on this list. That album from beginning to end is incredible, and I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't ever push myself to do an album review, because every single song is so different from one another. Like, you would never think they're all from the same album. It's really crazy that Zion T can do everything. But Sleep Talk just gets me. It's this grooving, like, really interesting sounding song, and I don't know, I love his voice. It's like particularly nasally in Sleep Talk, and I don't know, I really like it, and I groove to it, and I can't get it out of my head once I listen to it. This song is by actually Zion T's sort of quasi cousin, Jonghyun, and it's Only One You Need. Jonghyun's album Poet Artist came out at the very beginning of 2018, and Only One You Need, it's this weird, like, the lyrics get to you as a Jonghyun fan or a SHINee fan, but the beat is so, like, club-like. It's very interesting and kind of very opposites of each other, but it's really good, and it always sticks out to me when I listen to the whole album. Every song is really good, but that one just kind of gets stuck in my head, and I can't stop singing it for the rest of the day. So it's like this little earworm of a song. The next song is Hyolin's CC. Everyone's talking about Dali. Everyone's loving on Dali. She performs Dali a lot. But I just want to sit down and talk to you about CC. If you've seen my reaction, then you know how I feel about this already. But oh my gosh. Like, Hyolyn has this pure voice, and she can do so much with it. And so like I love it when she gets all sultry and sexy with Dally, but there's something I like a little bit more about her pop voice and how she can just make you feel like you're on cloud nine, you're at the top of the world, and you're just loving yourself, having a good time. And CC is that song for me. Like CC is so good, and I listened to it from when it was released to now. Like I have not stopped listening to that song. I probably listen to it a few times every week. Like it's in rotation constantly. I love it so much. Now, how can you have a 2018 list without some EXO? So I stressed over the album because I love the original album, but then the repackaged came out and whoo! Ladies and gentlemen, they outdid themselves, as they most often do. And I was really just looking over these songs one by one, and I couldn't pick one until I finally decided I have to give it to the OG, to the main attraction, Tempo. Don't mess up my tempo, don't mess up my tempo, don't mess up my tempo, don't mess up my whole, don't mess up. You just can't beat like the bed squeaks, the beat, all the vocalists, the rappers going off, the acapella. Like you can't beat any of these things, and they have all of these things in one damn song. Like that's crazy. And they pulled it off flawlessly, looking amazing. Love Shot was a close second. I love With You. Oh my gosh, this album had so many good songs, but Tempo is what grabs you, and I feel like what pulls you into even wanting to listen to the album. So there you go. The next artist is, if you watch my channel, you definitely know who he is, and if you don't watch my channel, I hope you know who he is, but is DPR Live, and the song is Playlist.
Wait, you are, yeah. What's your name? What's your sign? By the way. Oh, you know me, girl, I'm in your playlist. Come at me, girl, so we get dangerous. Let me know, girl, when I'm in there, maybe it could be my playlist. Or how about tequila?
I think I told you guys on this channel, but I may not have. If you follow me on like Twitter or Instagram, then you know I did. But I went and saw Live in New York live, and it was so incredible. He's a great showman, especially considering the fact that like it's just one man. Throughout the show he pulled on feature artists or some of his crew and things like that, but it's just him for like the whole hour and a half, 2 hours. And it's really impressive to me when you can just be like one person and still entertain a crowd of hundreds. Like it's really impressive to me, and he did such a great job. Plus this song sounds great in your earphones, on your stereo, and live, so it just can't lose. The next song is by a subunit of a bigger group, but NCTU's Baby Don't Stop.
Stop, baby, don't stop, stir, fire, aroma, scent, cold, ice, dive, touch, melt, baby, I just feel so right.
NCTU was really working this year, especially on the Empathy album. I didn't really realize, because I would just listen to the album and I didn't really know who sang what, but I didn't realize how many songs on Empathy were by NCTU. Like, it was practically a U album. So it's kind of funny, and I didn't realize that until I was making this list and I went back through the songs, because another one in my honorable mentions was Timeless, and I didn't realize that was a U song as well. I was really shocked. But yeah, Baby Don't Stop, I mean, if you know, you know. It's the song. Perhaps the song of 2018. Like, I was floored when I heard that song, and I'm still floored when I hear it and when I watch the video. Like, I still can't believe that came out of an SM room. Like, what? Unheard of. Another favorite of mine in 2018 was Winner's Every Day.
Every day, pizza, pasta, so. Now I'm gonna be honest,
I wasn't quite a fan of the whole album, which I was really surprised because I loved Every Day, so I thought, okay, why wouldn't I like the album? Like, it's winter. But in my opinion, it's not one of their best, but Every Day just kept coming back to me, and I would be like getting ready for work, or I'd be just sitting in my living room or whatever, and I would just think like, okay, I need something to jam to, and I would put on Every Day, and it would just make my day better. Like, it's such a great pick-me-up of a song, and the visuals for the video were just off the charts crazy. I think I reacted to it and I like couldn't breathe, like, oh my gosh. But yeah, Every Day is such a good song. Another good song in my honorable mentions was Winner's Millions, which just recently came out, and I thought it was going to be part of an album, but it's just a singles album, which I'm kind of disappointed about. But Millions? Oh my gosh, that is such a song. I love that song. I like the video. It's kind of cheesy, kind of weird, but like, it's such a good song, and Every Day is such a good song. Wow, winner. The next song is 17's Our Dawn is Hotter Than Day. That's a mouthful. Yeah, I loved the You Make My Day album. Oh my gosh, what a mini album. And they're about to come out with another mini album. It's called like You Made My Dawn. So it's like a collection. Okay, I see you, 17. And every song on this mini album was so good, but the last song in the album really got me, and it's a little more emotional than the rest of the songs. And then they did a choreography video to it, and I reacted to that because I love the song that much, and just this song just stayed with me throughout the whole year. It never left me. I love it so much. The next song is Luna's High High. Now, I've talked about this before. My friend is more of the Luna fan than I am, although I am caught up with them. I know what they're doing now. I, know what songs go with which album and everything, and who sings what. But High High really impressed me. The vocals were good, but it really impressed me, like, the beat. It's surprisingly intricate, and kind of like, the chorus is kind of repetitive, but like the music itself is really, I don't know, just different and like really fun and funky and like really cool to listen to. Plus, if you've seen the choreography video, they should have definitely won for choreography of the year. Like, High, ridiculously hard choreography. So Luna, you do your thing. The next song is SHINee's I Want You. I want you. SHINee came out with 3 albums this year, and then a repackaged album for all of the 3 that they came out with, and so much good music. And I was recently listening to them. It's kind of interesting to hear it all together, like if you listen to a full package on YouTube or something, and it's just interesting to hear, like, none of the songs are bad. None. But the one that kept just staying with me and kind of staying in my heart is I Want You. And the reason I think is because of the vocals they're just so strong and powerful. And SHINee has strong, powerful vocals, but this was on another level that I was not prepared for. Like, I didn't think they could go as hard as they did in this kind of a song. It's a very poppy song, and they just went above and beyond what I was expecting. So I love I Want You, and I listen to it on the regular. It's ridiculous. The next song is Changmo's Self-Made Orange featuring Super B. Now this is extremely unexpected for me. this album I think came out in like summer. I think it was like June or July. I didn't discover this album until November. And I don't listen to Changmo. Like, I know who he is. I've followed him because he used to audition on Show Me the Money. Then he got signed to Ambition Music, and like he's an Illinois kid, and I'm not really like an Illinois fan. So I didn't follow him. Like, I didn't listen to his music. I happened to see one of the music videos from this album, and I was just like, whoa, like, who is this kid and what kind of music he making? And then I listened to this album. Guys, when I tell you, I was obsessed. I was obsessed. Like, I listened to this album. I only discovered it maybe a couple months ago. I probably listened to it easily over like 50 or 60 times. I mean, like, all the way through. Like, this album is crazy, and the song that just keeps pulling me back is Self-Made Orange. If you haven't listened to it, it goes so hard. And Super B, which I'm not like his biggest fan, I respect his hustle, but like, oh my gosh, he goes off and it's just incredible. And yeah, now I'm a Changmo fan, and go buy, I think it's like Mercedes and Porsche or something. I don't know the name, but it's a new song by Changmo and Super B, and it's so fun. It's like all islandy, tropical. So yeah, that is my shameless promotion of the day, is Changmo. The next song is NCT Dream's We Go Up. I wish I had reacted to this, but I was like, NCT Dream, whatever, I don't need to react to it. And then I listened to the song on my own one day, and it was like, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I was standing in my room listening to this song, and I was like, just bug-eyed and like jumping up and down. Like, I was so into this song. And I'm still into this song. I'm really shocked that like Dream went out like that, especially with Mark, because I'm pretty sure that was Mark's last time that he's gonna be with Dream. He's like graduating or whatever. And I was shook. I was so floored. I was like, oh my gosh, NCT Dream really made a song like that. So it deserves to be on the list. My next song is Roy Kim's Only Then. Now, I've been a fan of Roy Kim for a while. I even bought his albums for my family members. Like, that's how much I like him, and that's how much I want other people to like him. And then he came out very early in 2018 with Only Then. Oh my gosh. I can't actually listen to that song very often, because if you read the translation, you like read the lyrics and everything, it's very heartbreaking and it makes me very sad. But when I do listen to it, just like so many emotions come up, and like that's how powerful of a song it is for me. And I knew it needed to be on this list. Plus, love Roy Kim, and he won some Mama Awards. Like, I'm so proud of him for 2018, 2017. He's been really working hard and putting out like some of the best solo content. So, you go Roy Kim. My next song is Sam Kim's Sunny Days, Summer Nights. Sunny days, 네 옆에 있을게. 약속할게 나 언제나 내게 기대도 돼. Go listen to his new album if you have not. Sam Kim deserves the world, and his songs are so soulful and so beautiful to listen to. And this song, I really like it. I can't even describe it. Like, maybe a triangle, maybe a xylophone, I'm not really sure, but there's some instrument in there that makes this beautiful like wind chimey sound, and it just always, I don't know, just like warms my soul. I don't know why. I can't explain this. Go listen to the song and maybe you'll see. But like, it's just a beautiful song and fits perfectly in a beautiful album. And the last song on my favorite songs of 2018 is Yumi Ray's Champagne featuring Juno Flow.
My whole tribe is on the quest. We kick it with no question. We don't need your suggestions. Take those L's as a lesson. We live life as a blessing. Don't worry about nothing. Don't care what they say. We living our best life. Just let us be great. Hey, hey, hey.
Gemini 2, if I had made a favorite album list, it might have been like number 1 or number 2. Gemini 2 was such a great, solid piece of work. And the fact that like not a lot of people will listen to it just kills me inside. But if you're gonna listen to a song on the album, go listen to Champagne. She came out with like the single You and Me, which also has Juno Flow in it, but Champagne is so much more like uplifting. It's so much more like, we worked hard to get where we are, so let's pop it open, let's take a toast. Like, it's so much fun, and Juno Flow in the song like brings me so much joy. So go listen to Champagne, go listen to Gemini 2. It's such a great song and album. Like, you will not regret it. Like, you just won't. It's so good. Now, as I said, it was very difficult to pick all of these songs because I was just like, oh my gosh, I listened to a lot of singles in 2018, so I had a lot of singles to put on this list. But some of my honorable mentions were B2B's Friend from Our Moment, BTS's I'm Fine, love that song, BoA, One Shot, Two Shot, NCT 127 regular English version, controversy, hot take. I'm usually the person that's like, oh, if you're gonna listen to K-pop, you're gonna listen to J-pop, it needs to be in Japanese, it needs to be in Korean. I'm usually that person. But I will make an exception for regular, cause whew, the English lyrics pop off. Like, plus it was the first version I heard. They released the Korean version a little later, and so they tricked me. If I had listened to the Korean version, I would have been like so anti-English version. But I listened to the English version first and I was hooked, and I love the English lyrics. So regular, oh my gosh, honorable mention, so good. Changmo's Hood Boys featuring Paul Blanco, Shiny's Lock You Down, oh my goodness, that's such a song. EXO's With You, Monsta X, Underwater. Go listen to the Are You There album, so good. But Underwater, wow, blew me away. Like, it's such a weird song because it has like 2 different sounding parts to it, but it works, and the vocals are popping. Whoo, man, Underwater, so good. Go listen to Underwater. Oh, trust me, there's more, bitch. I already said Winner Millions, TVX Truth. They just recently released that on the part 2, The Truth of Love. Icon Killing Me, what a song. Day 6 Shootout off of their album Shootout. I don't know why, but I listened to that album thinking like, okay, I'm a Day 6 fan, so I don't know why I thought this, but I listened to that album thinking like, okay, you know, it's gonna be good, of course, but I don't know if it's gonna be that good. Bitch, I was sorely like mistaken, and I just want to make a public apology to Day 6 because I really thought it wasn't gonna be amazing, and Shootout is an incredible album, like crap. Oh my gosh, it was so good. GOT7's 1:31 a.m. I have to rep my boys JB and Young J. Is one. I still don't know how to say their name because I'm not like that big of a fan, but I really like Levy and Rose. I really like that song. And when they performed it at Mama's, whew, I liked it even more. Like, that's such a really nice sounding song to listen to. Keys Forever Young, Onu's Illusion, Sunmi's Siren, Kim Sung-gyu didn't get enough love this year. True Love, what a song, what an album. Go listen to 10 Stories. Leo's Touch and Sketch off of his Canvas album, and Pentagon's Shine. I feel like Pentagon's Shine was like the song of the year. Rip Edon. But seriously, like Shine, I'm sure if you lived in Korea, because it's always like this, if you lived in Korea, I'm sure that song was everywhere. But Pentagon Shine, man, that like followed me all throughout 2018 and deserves an honorable mention. So to officially close out 2018, I'm gonna just go over some events that happened in the K-industry and that happened to myself personally. Of course, I just said I went and saw DPR live in New York City, and that was like one of the best moments of my life.
Where's Christian at? Christian, show me how you feel.
네 옆에 put a hedge cause it got the best look and you're under the general I make it rap when I flip a weapon it's raw I bring out the mirror to okay cause I'm credible yeah good music but another bubble you know why you wanna do it for the pressure like vegan education on the new machine tell you guys wanna know my real answer what's up come on man please you the perfect chemical I gotta test I gotta just let me just let me 너가 원하는 색깔별로 하늘도보다도 산도 함께 칠할 수 있어 If you let me beat the cut 우리의 많은 점도 선으로 이어갈 수 있어 Take one If you knew this Take the world Let it go
I went up there with a friend and we not only saw him but we saw this comedian that like I really love, and we also, my car got towed in NYC and we had to cross and trek across New York City to go back and get it, so that was an event. And we still made it in time for the TBR live concert, so that was crazy. That was like, God was looking out. So yeah, that was so much fun. Another big thing that happened, which I don't know if many of you keep up with like K-dramas or Korean films, but one of my all-time favorite actors, and like this is such a big deal for me because I've been following him since basically the beginning of his career, Yoo Ah-in was cast in a movie called Burning. It also has Steven Yeun? I'm not sure how to say his last name, but it also has him. If you watch The Walking Dead, you may know who he is. But like, they were both in this movie Burning, and it's like a huge hit worldwide. It's a Korean film, like Korean production, Korean director, everything. It's a Korean film, but I'm so happy that it got so much attention and people are calling it like the best international film of the year, and that's just such a big deal like for me because I've been following Yoo Ah-in since like his very first movie, and then to see him rise, and like I always felt like this kid is different from other actors in Korea. Like there are just some actors in Korea that deserve recognition outside of Korea, and I'm so happy. So I hope he gets lots of projects in Korea and hopefully maybe projects overseas as well from this, but like Burning was a huge deal in 2018 and I'm really happy for Yoo Ah-in. Then at the end of 2018 was the first year anniversary of Jonghyun's death, and I was very surprised to learn that there was like this celebration that went on in Korea and lots of fans and like the fan, what do you call it? Fandom, but like the official fandom, like the people that pay to be in the fandom, like they set up banners and they set up all this stuff for Jonghyun, and it just made me really happy to see that. And just a few days ago at the Golden Disc Awards, Jonghyun won an award for his album, so like just good stuff for Jonghyun, and I'm happy for him and for SHINee and for his family that like they're able to see his life in that way. It makes me happy. And last but definitely not least, Hyuna and E'Dawn. Now, we already had a discussion about this, so you know how I feel. This is just ridiculous and disgusting, the treatment that they got. Hyuna a little more than E'Dawn. Like, E'Dawn's a kid, but he did a lot for Pentagon, like a lot for Pentagon. That's why I said rip E'Dawn with Shine. Like, E'Dawn didn't deserve that. Hyuna definitely didn't deserve that. And Cube, we got beef now. So like, it used to just be YG, but now it's Cube, so that's really interesting. But yeah, just terrible that they had to hide it for 2 years, but then even more terrible that once they released that information, it immediately it was not a good thing. You know, they couldn't even bask in the like, yeah, we're out, we're dating, we love each other. They had to like then quickly face their CEOs and their managers and everything. So now they thriving. They just did a photo shoot for Dazed Korea. So hopefully there will be more projects like that for them, and maybe someone will sign one of them, or they'll audition or something, make music themselves, start their own company. I don't know. But I wish all the best for them in 2019, because 2018 treated them so dirty. So dirty. And I know this is 2019 news, but can we also talk about Kai and Jennie and that whole release of information? Because that just cracked me up that like, okay, the rumor gets out from these couple pictures that like, oh, Kai and Jennie are dating. Okay, fine, whatever. But then SM releases a statement that's like, oh, we think they're great together. We wish them all the best. We, you know, let love thrive. And then YG releases a statement that's like, who the what? We didn't know any of this. Like, YG was just in the dark about the whole thing, and they're like, hold up, we don't know what's going on, we gotta check. Like, that just cracked me up. I'm still a little afraid for Jennie, but I think if SM had been like angry, like had been like the same as YG, like, wait a minute, we didn't know about this, then I think it would be a lot worse. But YG couldn't look like the bad guy, and so they had to just be like, yeah, we cool with it, I guess. Like, they couldn't put on a bad face. So that cracked me up. I hope Kai and Jennie, if they are together and they have been dating for a while, I hope they're happy. What a good looking couple, what a talented couple. 2019, I hope that's good for you too as well. So in the comments down below, tell me your favorite songs of 2018. Tell me your favorite albums. If I missed any kind of big events of 2018, remind me, because a lot happened and I was absent for a lot of it. And like this video, subscribe, follow me on Tumblr and Twitter. Those are down below. And thanks for watching CUKpop Today, and have a good day.